I decided to go there because I knew if I wanna go to the next step, I have to train with these guys, because in my gym in Astoria, I was the best guy in the gym.
Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. Posts. All right. August 15th, Contender Series. Cameron Smotherman. I feel like this fight is probably one of the most highly anticipated matchups of the year for the Contender Series. What are your thoughts on your opponent and the style?
Look, I agree with you, and I like his style. I like my opponent because we're gonna put it in a show. Uh, we both of us like to strike, and I think it's gonna be a very exciting fight.
Definitely a very exciting fight. There's a lot of hype surrounding him and a lot of hype surrounding you as well. How do you not let the compliments and the win streak get to your head?
Look, I stay focused, man. I stay focused in my training. Uh, I'm every day at the gym. I don't let anything, comes in my mind, and distract me. So I'm at the gym like every day, stay focused with my coaches, with my teammates, and it is what it is.
All right, then let's get into your last fight in February for the Combat FC title. You finished the fight in the fifth round, but man, that fight, if you watch it from the first to the fifth, you showed everything pretty much, right? You showed
Yeah.
grappling, you showed striking, you showed your karate, you know what I mean? Like, was that the
Yeah.
most complete performance of your career?
No, I have more to show, but I told him before the fight, man. I when I did the interviews, I told them, I'm gonna use everything. I'm gonna beat him everywhere. So I'm gonna do the same thing in this fight too. So I'm gonna beat him everywhere. And anyway, I don't think it's gonna last for long. So uh, yeah.
In that fight, you hurt him in the third round. I think he dropped from the leg kick in the third round. That was the beginning. Were you surprised how tough he was? Because he lasted to the fifth. You know what I mean?
Look, he was tough, man. And usually when I hit somebody, when I punch him, they go to sleep. But he was very tough. He was very tough. I was hitting him many times to the head, and I knew he was dizzy. And then I'm like, okay, he has uh, strong head, so I'm gonna go to the legs. Uh, Even the leg kicks, bro. He was tough. He was tough, but I was letting him, comes to his feet again because I wanted to punish him because he was talking shit before the fight. So this is what I said after the fight to my interview. I'm like, I wanted to punish him and then finish him.
Well, you definitely punished him pretty badly. And, how was it going all 5 rounds?
Uh, no, actually, I was very surprised that the fight went 5 rounds because usually I finish them in the first round, like maximum second round. But look, man, it was the first time that I had 5 rounds, and I wanted to be more careful. I didn't want to go there, like, put everything to finish him and then get tired. You know what I mean? Because it was my first time. I wanted to be more cautious. So, um, so in this fight that I have now, it's gonna be completely different because I know it's 3 rounds. Uh, but 5 rounds. Um, I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how is my cardio in the third round, and then I'm gonna know better what I can do for the fourth and the fifth round. Um, so yes, I think in my opinion, if it was a 3 round fight, I could finish him in the first round. But because it was 5 rounds, um, yes, I didn't put everything in there, for the first rounds.
Well, it's good, man. I think that's a good experience for you, right? Just to move forward, just in case, you have to fight 5 rounds again.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
you know what you need to do, pace yourself, And if you want to take him out in the first round, you could take him out in the first round. I thought you could have took him out in the third round, when you dropped him, and he looked like he was
Yeah,
in a lot of pain.
yeah. Everybody was like, "Bro, why you didn't go for a ground and pound and finish him?" I'm like, "Man, I know.
Yeah.
I wanted him to come up."
It's
uh,
all good though. Did you know the Contender Series was waiting for you after this fight?
uh, After this fight, I knew that either way, I'm gonna say with the UFC, either like short notice fight or either Contender Series, and I was waiting for it.
Mhm.
Um, and especially after the call out that I did, that I said to Dana White after the fight. Um, so yes, I was waiting, and then when my manager called me, I wasn't surprised. I had another fight scheduled with Chris Moutinho for
Mhm.
my belt to
That's right.
defend my belt. Uh, but yes, we got the opportunity for the Contender Series, and we canceled the other one.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. And let's rewind a little bit even more. Your background is karate, then you moved to Muay Thai, kickboxing, you became champions of all of those martial arts. How
Yeah,
important is it for someone to kind of have a focus, rather than like, I guess, starting with MMA? You know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't benefit you starting everything at
yeah.
one time, right? Too much.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. I think every fighter needs to have a background. You know what I mean? And I think it's advantage for me that I started with like karate and kickboxing and striking in general because my fights are exciting, because I'm a striker and I'm trying to finish the fight. I'm not a wrestler or grappler. Uh, but now I became one because in my gym everybody are it's a wrestler, so I became one now. So um, but yes, man, you need a background. If you have a background, because MMA, if you start MMA, you for example, instead of to have like 100% striking and like 50% less wrestling or grappling, if you start MMA, you split it. You have like 20, like so that's why I like somebody to have a background. And this is what I said to the new guys when they ask me. I said to them, start with a kickboxing first or wrestling, and then when you have couple of fights, then you can jump in MMA.
Well, I think with the background that you have, flexibility is something that's key as well. Like angles, like you see angles differently.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you feel like that in the cage, especially with the small gloves?
I feel it, man. I feel it. And the MMA guys, if you are not a striker, you don't see stuff. You don't see the openings. For example, me, I know where to hit you for the low kicks, how to kick you, uh, what to do to throw the low kick at the end. I know about that. Like a regular guy, a regular MMA guy, doesn't know that.
Team Sarah Longo, how did you join them?
Oh my God. So, um, when I came in US, I used to train in a gym in Astoria, okay, and then I got a fight in Madison Square Garden for Glory Kickboxing. So, I got the fight, and then Ray Longo was there, and he said to my coach, "Oh, you have to bring Babos to the gym," and I went there to the gym, and I did spar with Aljamain back then, like 5 years ago with Aljamain. And then I loved it, man. I'm like, okay, I have to be here. So, when I moved in US, it was very hard for me. Then I started working, save money, and buy a car, so I can go to Long Island because I live in Astoria. So, yes, this is how I started going there, man.
And what did you decide to go full time with them?
Uh, I'm I'm a full time, but I do something, on the side, other stuff like like you know but I decided to go there because I knew if I wanna go to the next step, I have to train with these guys, you know, because in my gym in Astoria, I was the best guy in the gym. So, and that's not good, you know. Uh, so that's why I went there because I had other guys better than me. They were kicking my ass, you know, and especially when I came from Europe, because I was a striker, I didn't have the wrestling background. Everybody was taking me down and was very frustrated. So then I learned how to wrestle, how to grapple, and now, yeah, now I feel very comfortable. Yeah,
Very dangerous, and it's a great clash of styles, like you said. The teams. You got Sterling, you got Marab. I mean, you got Frivola. Those guys are
yeah,
all basically wrestlers, right? That have
yeah.
become mixed martial artists, and funky style too. The striking style that they have. It's all different. Yeah, it's great to see, and the gym is on fire too, man. It's like everybody's.
Everybody. Now it's Nazim. Uh, it's now Dylan. He's fighting for the Contender Series September. So it's Danny, Charlie. They are waiting to sign with the UFC. They fought in Contender Series. So the gym, it's on fire, man. I mean, it's one of the best gym in the world. Yeah, we had three champions, man. UFC champions.
Yeah, without a doubt. I spoke to pretty much all your teammates, so what I mean, all good guys. You guys have like a close, really close, like family type of gym.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we go out together. You know, if somebody needs help, we text or in the chat, and we figure it out. Everybody helps each other, and this is and the good thing is because we have different fighters from around the world. For example, me, I'm from Cyprus, Nazim from Azerbaijan, Denis Armenia, whatever. We have different styles, all right, and everybody learn from each other. For example, when I spar with Merab, I'm learning something for him because he's a wrestler, but he's learning something from me because I'm a striker. Same with everybody. So, and that's amazing. This is what I like, man. I mean, we know everything. You know everything, like all the tips around the world. You know what I mean? So it's amazing.
And there has not been many fighters coming out of Cyprus. You win, you get signed, you'll be the second, I believe, ever
Yeah.
in the UFC. So you could kind of put the country on your back. It's something
Uh-huh.
good for you, right, to represent.
Yeah, it is. And that's why win is the only option. I'm not losing this fight, man. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna put everything there. I'm gonna leave my heart in the cage. So for me, it's a big thing. We make history. So no, I'm not gonna let anyone to take it away from me.
Yeah, and I heard Cyprus is like one of the most beautiful countries in the world as
Yeah,
well. I would like to go visit one
yeah,
day. Um, Hopefully, maybe the UFC goes somewhere near there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Cyprus would be kind of difficult, right?
yeah. It's a small island, but oh, imagine they were asking me when I went for the interviews, they were like, "If we do a UFC event in Cyprus, do you think it's gonna be sold out?" I'm like, 100%, 100%.
There you go. In this fight, against Cameron Smotherman, what do you envision? How do you want to perform in this one? I mean, you showed a really good performance in your last fight. How do you make a better performance in this one?
I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna use all my tools, man, all my tools. But let's let's see if I have the time to use all my tools
Mhm.
because I'm planning to finish him in the first round, man. So I don't care if I show all my tools. What I wanna do is to finish him in the first round, and this is what I'm going to do, man. This is what I'm going to do, man. I don't know. I'm so ready, man. I'm training for 5 rounds, not 3 rounds. So um, I feel strong. Oh my God. I think I'm in the best shape ever. So um, you will see a new Bambos in there, man.
All right, man. August 15th, Contender Series, UFC Apex. Thank you so much for the time. All the best in the upcoming fight, and hopefully we'll see you in that octagon real soon.
You will, man. Thank you for inviting me.